now, round one.
The action switches to Wembley and a best forgotten night for British boxing.
And Mintler's left eye is in real trouble, and the referee stopped it so that they can have a look at it. It is a really very bad cut over Mintler's left eye, and it stopped. It stopped in the third round, and Hagler's on his knees, acclaiming his victory. He said he was the rightful champion, and he won it in 3 rounds. The people are throwing beer cans. What's that on me? And there is chaos here, absolute chaos. I'm smothered in beer, so all my colleagues around.
Well, that's the only time I can remember the drinks being on my old mate Harry Carpenter. And now we move to Paris for a night of French farce as Jean Charnet and Derek Williams decide that there's a better fight going on outside the ring. Oh, well, perhaps this is the French way of playing musical chairs. And that's Horace Notice with a worse cut eye than he ever got in the ring. Who'd be a boxing commentator? We should get paid danger money. But as you'll soon see, you don't have to go to Paris to find idiots in the crowd.
Count here, and it's all over, I think. Yeah, it's all over. What a shame for Rick Costello, but another good win away from home for Rob Pitters. Yeah, a long left-right, and he's never really recovered from the shot. So once again, Pitters now unbeaten in 3. We get an idiot like this.
With supporters like this, who needs enemies? is a volcanic duva about to erupt.
Seconds are having to separate these, and there's a fight going on now with Lou Duvers in it again. I can't believe this man. He's involved in something there, and he wants. Look at this. He's absolutely going crazy. I don't understand it. And his own. I think is that his own son diving in. No, he isn't now. Dan Duver. I don't know what that was about.
Round two.
Here in round two, we feature referees taking rather than scoring punches, and some of them even take the count. This is the infamous Bobby Franken protest that brought him a long ban from the ring. Trainer Darky Smith trying to calm things down, but by now the Franken temper's out of control. Franken appears like a choir boy when his tantrums are compared with those of a German middleweight, Pete Müller, more than 30 years earlier. In 1 minute of pure mayhem, Müller managed to knock out the referee and send two of his opponent's cornermen crashing out of the ring. Perhaps he knew there was a lifetime ban from boxing coming his way as he left the ring with a defiant farewell wave. To be a referee, you need a strong chin and unbreakable glasses. Referees are often in danger from outside the ring. But it's inside the ring where things can sometimes become too hot to handle, as we're about to see now with a trip down under to Australia for an incredible no-holds-barred battle.
The defenses are down. Both fighters give no quarter as they take lefts and rights to the head. They're coming from everywhere. By Jove, the Marquis of Queensberry would never approve of this, what? Johnson's round arm swings are packed with power, but his direction is astray. Sam shows the way to stop a punch with his noggin. A backhander from Johnson earns a rebuke from the referee, but one of those wild swings only has to land, and they'll need a plumber. Now for a sitting target. Sands is pushed through the ropes, but Johnson refuses to stop swinging. The rules are tossed aside. Referee Vic Patrick hands out a final warning, then it's on again. Patrick leaves the ring, declaring the roughest fight of the year, no fight. Anyway, who the heck needs a referee? This is fun. Let's all join in.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Here in round 3, we concentrate on the ups and downs of boxing, starting with this amazing double knockout in Berlin. The referee counted out both boxers, but the German fans thought they'd been cheated. And once again, they took it out on the poor old furniture. Who would have thought that this rubber-limbed 17-year-old in the black shorts would become world heavyweight champion within 5 years of this Golden Gloves amateur contest? Yes, it's the Floyd Patterson performing the gymnastics. Both boxers have landed knockout blows, and it's a case of last one up's a sissy.
Seconds out. Round 4.
It was the one and only Muhammad Ali who brought rope-a-dope to boxing, but the ropes can be a dangerous place to hang around. This gives a whole new meaning to being tied up inside. No ifs or buts from the referee. He's disqualified. Can you believe you're looking at the winner? Those last two unwise punches brought another disqualification. This is possibly the boxer who invented rope-a-dope. Just watch this. And the way this cornered boxer is throwing his punches, I think his right glove is made of cement. Here are two more boxers who look as if their gloves weigh a ton. They're so exhausted that they appear to be more ready for bed than boxing. Perhaps they're fighting for the Rip Van Winkle Championship. If you watch closely, you'll see that before the contest is over, they're all set to nod off on the ropes.
Second down. Round 5.
Fasten your ringside seatbelt. Here come 20 cracking one-punch knockout blows.
Instead of a light heavy. Oh, good left hook there. Oh, he's down it. Oh, that's it. Oh, good left hook there from Darren, but good left hook there.
Oh, what a big fight there from Gary Logan. Oh, a big left hook there. Out on his feet.
Romeo. Oh, a crunching left hook there. That's got Buffin out of the ring.
Yes, he's caught. Oh, what do you know about this?
Oh, good right there. That's hurt, folks. And he's on the deck here in the first round.
Oh, and he's on the floor in the opening round. Second down. Round 6.
Round 6 features boxers who miss as much as those that hit.
As he gets up, Johnson barges in for the kill. Johnson snaps Flannery's wind and sends him down with all indications that he's there to stay.
Just watch the way Frank Flannery virtually knocked himself out against Manchester's Frank Johnson in their 1953 title fight in Melbourne.
But no, the courageous Australian struggles to his feet and then swings his way back to the canvas. Get up, Frank, yelled the cranks. But this must be it. He's up again, only to run into another English barrage. How game can they be? Flannery's spring is a dying gesture, and down he goes. This time, referee Riley stops the fight and declares Frank Johnson the winner of the vacant Empire title. The crowd reserves a cheer for Flannery after one of the gamest displays ever seen.
We stay down under for a real hit-and-miss affair. I count an amazing 20 punches that missed their target. This must be worth a place in the Guinness Book of Records, so start counting now. He's missing now, but just wait until he lands.
Second down. Round 7.
Now we switch to the attack downstairs, starting with this bodybender from the Zulu flyweight, Jake Tooley. I think the cornermen did more damage than Tooley's punch. I reckon those seconds must have been in the haulage business. There was no more vicious body snatcher than the one and only Sugar Ray Robinson. But there were times when his deadly punches drifted off their intended target. When the greatest fighter I ever saw fought German middleweight champion Gerhard Hecht in Berlin, he was accused of kidney punching. Hecht went down as if he'd been poleaxed. The fight was stopped, but then Heck agreed to resume hostilities when he realised his theatrics had not brought him victory. Robinson immediately started to dish out the same two-handed punishment when the fight restarted, and this time he was disqualified. A decision that was later changed to no contest. Sugar Ray had to have a police escort back to the dressing room. Rod Douglas could really bang to the body, asked poor Paul Wesley. And this was an up and under that brought Mike Russell to his knees and a disqualification for Paul Gadd. The cameraman missed the punch when Arthur Danaher sank one into the body of Eric Boone in their return match at Haringey in 1946. Eric wished that he'd also missed the punch that he later claimed was low. Well, wherever it landed, it certainly had a crippling effect.
Kenny Huntsman, manager of Eric Boone, rushes over to protest angrily at referee Thomas, but to no avail. Arthur Danaher, the winner. Eric Boone, obviously still in pain, the loser.
This is American heavyweight young Stribling knocking out British champion Phil Scott with a body shot in the second round of their fight at the Royal Albert Hall in 1930. Not for nothing was Scott known as Fainting Phil.
Let's go. Round 8.
We now feature a sequence of punches that come out of the blue and leave the unfortunate recipients wondering what hit them.
Again, a good left hook there. There for Winston. Goodness me, there's a right on the chin there, and the bell's gone, but Powell's in big trouble. Oh, good right there from Daru. Goodness me. Will he make it through, I wonder? That's the one that Daru's been looking for all night. He's out. He's stopped. Goodness me. And again, King. Oh, goodness me. And that's it. Jimmy. Oh, big right there. That one hurt. And again, and Andrews is down. The second round here, and he's all over the place, and Red Fox is quite right.
Second down. Round 9.
And now to a round in which we concentrate on amazing moments from the past. And we start with a fight that truly lives up to the "Would you believe it" tagline. The first unforgettable meeting at Haringey Arena in 1946 between that brave British bulldog Freddie Mills and the equally courageous and determined Russian-American Gus Lesnovich. We'll take just a moment off from the fight preliminaries to take a look at the two chief seconds. Well, as you'd see, they're identical twins, so the boxers could be forgiven if they go to the wrong corner at the end of the round. And that's my dear old dad in Lesnovich's corner. And in the opposite corner, his brother, my uncle Jack Guttridge, who incidentally was the father of the old wrestling master, Jackie Pallow. Relatively speaking, I'm proud to claim that they were the greatest seconds in the game. Anyway, that's enough of family matters. Now to the unbelievable battle between Mills and Lesnovich.
Round 1. It didn't take long to see that Lesnovich was a very ring-wise veteran. Unusual for an American boxer, he adopted the straight left stance. Freddie Mills is down, the first of many thrills yet to come in this round. And down he goes again, this time from a right cross to the jaw. Lesnovich immediately rushes in to try and kill off Mills with a series of blows to the head and body. Almost out on his feet, Freddie Mills goes down again. To the consternation of everyone in the hall, particularly Gus Lesnovich, he got up. Lesnovich pummels Mills to the face with left hooks and right crosses without any mercy at all. Goes down yet another time. He's up, and believe it or not, he's fighting back. Mills, obviously still in the days, went to go to the wrong court. Lesnevich with his left eye completely closed and his right one severely cut. It was one of the mysteries of the fight how he was able to see Mills, let alone hit him. Sent Mills down for the first time. But typical of the British boxer, up he got again. Lesnevich rushes into the attack, drawing on his reserve strength, and pummels the British boxer about the head. Straightens him up, measures him for that right. Right crosses and left hooks, and finally Mills goes down for the second time. And there's the crushing right-hand hook that put Mills right through the rope. And referee Eugene Henderson
No braver boxer than Mills ever climbed into a boxing ring. 2 years later, they went through it all again, and this time Fearless Freddie won on points to become the world light heavyweight champion. The next fight we see belongs in the unbelievable category because of the result.
And Belgium's former champion, Emile Delmy. There seems to be something odd about that count. Well, anyway, they're at it again, but in a few moments the German's down once more. Down, but not out, though he's clearly having anything but an enjoyable time. When Stretz was floored for the third time, the referee appeared to take time off, sending Delmy to his corner. The audience is reported to have been surprised when the result was eventually given as a draw.
As you'll see, this next fight is a real stormer.
Thunder and lightning and a deluge of rain, the British Empire bantamweight battle went on. Jim Brady of Dundee was the holder of the title. Jackie Patterson of Glasgow was the contender. He's the southpaw, wearing a sort of white belt and stripes on his shorts. Patterson's world flyweight champion, but now he was after Brady's title, rain or shine. Let the storm break. Patterson and Brady had a battle to fight. Thunder crashed and rolled, lightning lit up the scene of battle, rain poured down, and everyone got drenched. Twice Patterson went down, but it looked more like slipping on the wet canvas than anything else. In view of the conditions, it was a good fight, with Patterson going out for the kill and Brady boxing him off. At the end of the 15th, and of course not to everyone's approval, Patterson got the verdict on points. So now he's got the world flyweight and the Empire bantamweight title.
This American boxer was the jumping Jack Flash of his time.
Lightweight battle between Vic Patrick, Australian champion, and the coloured American top ranker Freddie Dawson. Dawson, in spite of having taken a lot of battering in the early rounds, remained conspicuously defiant. He sticks out his tongue and also an inviting chin at Patrick.
When Freddie Dawson was told to stick it out, I don't think his seconds meant his tongue.
Patrick's reply to knock him for 6 through the rope. Patrick fails to finish him off, Dawson just managing to hold out for that round. But round 12 found the coloured man apparently as fresh as a daisy and going all out to kill Patrick. The Australian is down for a count of 8 and very nearly finished. One more punch from Dawson and the referee stops the fight without troubling to count. He was quite right, it certainly was all over, bar the shouting.
Jimmy Kelso, wearing the dark trunks, and Al Foreman are attempting to knock spots off one another in the ring at the Sydney Stadium. Kelso has already beaten Foreman twice, but someone told him that the third time proves it, and he's putting the theory to the test. This exciting rally has a crowd of 10,000 roaring encouragement. Kelso is hitting wildly, but many of his punches find a mark, and Foreman is busy keeping out of danger. The Englishman grabs Kelso's right glove, and Kelso peppers him with the left hand. Foreman seems to have got Kelso's goat. The third round started a series of exciting happenings. Foreman crumples up on the floor, claiming that Kelso has delivered a low punch. The referee seems to have his doubts, and he waves Kelso back while he examines the fallen boxer, and then calls the doctor.
As the Dickensian doctor goes about his business, try to keep your eyes on Kelso, who had picked a fight with a spectator.
While the doctor has a look at Foreman, who is still lying on the floor. The Englishman has declared the winner. This doesn't suit Kelso. He came here to fight, and he bars no one, but it's too late.
Australia's two best middleweights meet to contest the national title. Fred Henneberry, the holder, fighting Ron Richards, the brunette. The champion is favourite at 6-4 and carries the fight to Richards, driving him onto the ropes. The gong goes for the end of the round, but who cares about a mere detail like that? The ref thinks it's quite
They do
important.
seem to like working overtime down under.
It takes the total strength of all the seconds to drag the boys apart.
Now, Bumpus, who looks as though he may be having the start of eye trouble as well. I don't see how he can stay in this much longer. And Hannigan is right over there.
And Lloyd Hannigan liked to arrive early for work.
The fella gone and looms over the manager of Bumpus is protesting like mad. But the fella gone, Hannigan was across the ring to get at Bumpus the moment he could, and Bumpus wasn't ready for him. But I think you'll find the bell had sounded.
Now, there's a golden rule in boxing. If you're going to have over-the-top gimmicks, you'd better be able to fight. So let's see how this flashy showman gets on against Johnny Nelson.
With the black shorts from the United States of America, Dino Posey. Check up.
Oh well, back to the drawing board.